they sleep. We wake them up, the champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something. We don't want to bite down on you, right now, on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the rain for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the white flag, they forfeit it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I'm gonna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. With it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them off. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck goose linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback sneakers on 4th and 3. Kick the ends on the offensive block for me. I step on them down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends, wipe my sins. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again. We wake them up, the champs is in. Champion, we want back ends, wipe my sins. Wipe it, they can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again. We wake them up, the champs is in. Yeah.
I just hike the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm tryna get in. Open the playbook, the book of the champion. Get flipped if you tryna get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long, on 1st and the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get all. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plans. Look at your stands and look at your hands. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name.
We want back ends, wipe my sins. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again. We wake them up, the champs is in. Champion, we want back ends, wipe my sins. Wipe it, they can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again. We wake them up, the champs is in. Yeah.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now on first down, Drake again. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Clark on the right side, open is Gesicki. And the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up. A little juke, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now Clark to throw. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Looking to throw. Clark steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Clark throwing on 3rd and long. And he hits Drake. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Hot! Hot!
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. On play action, now Carr. They'll roll him out right. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Carr. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This is Ajayi. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Clark off the play fake. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, Drake. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are...
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Reuben Foster coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Clark now. From the gun, he'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. Oh, now he bowls him over. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Carr now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And now it's second down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Here's Ajayi. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Cooper's got it. Cooper's first catch and good for a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. On first and 10, here's Carr. Wide open receiver complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said,
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Clark to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Throwing on third and long. Clark. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Good, good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now Clark to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing on first down. Clark. Over the middle, complete. It's Howell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10. Back to throw. Clark. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Clark throwing again on second and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hand.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's to the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And now here come the Raiders. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They run with Ajayi. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. Carr going to try and throw on third down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Charles Harris in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And out come the Dolphins now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
Now Clark on first down. He goes underneath to Drake. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Clark now, back to the air on 2nd down. He dumps it off to Drake. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Detroit!
Here's Clark on 1st and 10. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Now a play fake. Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And fights him off. Just keeping the play alive. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the 1st.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a 1st down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point,
and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now it's Ajayi. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. This one caught left side by Cooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Express! Express!
Carr now on first down. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now Carr again. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught inside the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 34. And Bailey able to knock it through. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Twisting away. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 20.